have another, sorry about that, another Media Guide program opening. This one is from July of last year, which shows you how lazy I have been at times about opening these up. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I remember these. These are more of the 1976 playoffs. I believe they are the Phoenix Suns against the Seattle SuperSonics, and the other is against the Golden State Warriors. So it's the Western Conference semis and then the Western Conference Championship. I'm not sure which is which, as they do not say on the cover what is what. So I'm not sure which one this is going to be. There's a John McLeod. And here's the Suns, who would wind up going to the NBA Championship Series and losing in 6 games to Boston, including that classic Game 5, a triple overtime game. I don't think, since these programs are going to be really similar, other than the opponent, I think I'll just stick to one of these, whichever one this is. There is Alvin Adams, who had a long-time NBA career, won Rookie of the Year, and his rookie season was as good as it ever got, really. There's a steady veteran, Keith Erickson, who played for the Lakers, among other teams. Complete suppliers. Garfield Hurd, who hit that off-balance jumper at the end of the second overtime to force the third overtime. Curtis Perry, who played a key role in that game. I'm actually reading a book right now about Game 5, about that Game 5. It's, I think the gentleman's name that wrote its name is Roger Gordon. It's quite an interesting book so far. There's Alvin Adams whispering to, I'm not sure who that is because I can't really tell the number, but I'm going to guess and say Lloyd Neal of the Portland Trail Blazers, talking about Army ROTC, which I'm sure is exactly what they were discussing in the middle of the game. Sony Television. Now we go to that the generic hoop that is involved with every. These are all the. I'm going to keep this fairly short, I think, because this is a lot of the stuff that can be found in the review of the. I think it was the Pistons and the Warriors from the semifinals of the 1976 Western Conference. Was now, back then, not as many teams made the playoffs. This is against Seattle in the semifinals. Not as many teams made the playoffs back then. So apparently I have the entire Western Conference playoffs. With the Phoenix, Seattle, Detroit, Golden State, and Phoenix, Golden State. The late Paul West. There's a team picture of the Suns, the eventual Western Conference champions. The guy sitting down, number 12, Pat Riley, would be better known for his wardrobe and not the mustache. Yes, this is all the same generic stuff that we went over the other day. So if you have a interest in some of my thoughts on those, it's the Pistons Warriors program, which I literally just did 2 or 3 days ago. Winston's box makes the difference. All those cigarette ads in the 70s. Okay, and there is, now we're getting to the aforementioned Pat Riley and Ricky Sobers, who was a rookie for the Suns and played a key role in the Suns playoffs. There's a look back at the Suns in the 1970 playoffs, which was their only previous playoff appearance to that point. They held the Lakers down with a Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain Lakers, held them down 3-1 at the end of 4, but the Lakers would win it in 7, 4-3. Now, see, this is really neat. This has the entire format. I must be missing one series, however, because clearly, yeah, I forgot. The Seattle Phoenix series must be one of those mini series, they call them at the time, because I don't have any Milwaukee. So it must have been, you know what, I really don't remember that now that unless Detroit beat Milwaukee, which I think may have been the case now that I think about it. And then there's the East, where I know that was uh, Boston over Philadelphia, Buffalo over Philadelphia, Boston over Buffalo, Cleveland over Washington, before Boston defeated Cleveland. That's the games that I'm really looking for, playoff programs from the Cavaliers Bullets series. Dick Van Arsdale, look back at the early years of the Phoenix Suns as Mr. Sun. One of my all-time favorite players recently passed away, Paul Westphal. The Suns' year-by-year leaders. Follow the Suns and the final regular season statistics for 1975-76, which was the last year before the ABA merger. Cleveland and Phoenix kind of cut a bad break. They had their best seasons ever in that year, and it was the worst season to have your best season, because then they drafted really low in the ABA dispersal draft, so other teams improved themselves greatly, and they didn't at all, and they returned to the back of the pack. There's Dave Cowens lying on a Voigt basketball. So we'll keep this one kind of short, because I believe that these are going to be very similar. So there's the 1975-76 Western Conference playoffs with the Phoenix Suns. So we'll be back with you next time with more. The pile of unopened open programs is beginning to dwindle. I think there may be only there's a big package with lots of, I know what's in that one, and there might be maybe 5 packages left with a few of them having a couple programs in. So there'll be quite a few more videos before we have to glean the archives for more. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.